Hey everybody, it's me, Candelise, and welcome to Underrated. We are going to have some fun today talking about one hit wonders. It is Black Music Month, and as you see, I am wearing New Edition to celebrate for Black Music Month. Let's get into the show. All right, welcome back. I'm so excited about this show. Um, I got some dental work, so excuse me if you hear a little weirdness going on with my vocals, but the show must go on. All right, so this show is all about underrated stars who do not get their flowers. I want to give them their flowers on this show. So this is only the third episode I have done. Who do I have here commenting? Hey, I have done so far Regina Bell and I have done Cece Peniston. And I said, okay, for the next installment, I think I want to do um, one hit wonders. This is the month of June and it is Black Music Month. And a lot of people aren't talking about Black Music Month, but I want to talk about it on this episode, and that's what I'm going to do. So, of course, I wore my New Edition shirt. Who else better to wear for Black Music Month than my favorites, New Edition? I sound like Oprah. New edition. You get a new edition. You get a new edition. You get a Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. You get a Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. All right. So I have a list of one hit wonders, people who have made songs that we all know and love. And you might not have heard them again. Or if you've heard of them again, this hit didn't hit like that first song that we know and love. Now, for example, I don't have him on my list, but Montel Jordan, he had a few albums, but This Is How We Do It will always go down in history. All of the aunties and uncles jump up when This Is How We Do It comes on. On my birthday, I was on a boat and This Is How We Did It. This is how we did it. This is how we do it came on, and that's just what we do. You know, that is the jam. It'll always be a jam. Does he have more hits than This Is How We Do It? Absolutely. Of course. Well, he's a pastor now. He ain't making no more hits, but he's had hits, right? But it's some artists out there that have had other songs or may not have gotten a chance to pop like they did for that first song. And that's what we're going to talk about today on Underrated, because I like to give artists their flowers while they're still here, while they're alive, while they can breathe them and smell them. Oftentimes we celebrate artists after they pass away. Everyone gets a t-shirt. Everyone starts talking about the artist and posting about the artist. So this is a show almost like other shows out there that show you the journey of an artist. Mine is slightly different. And it's going to be different today because I'm talking about several artists. But this show, Underrated, is about, usually I will spotlight one artist and go through their career and their songs. But I'm doing it different today. All right. So the first one up, it's ironic because the first one hit wonder and song that I have on here, she's been getting buzz a lot in the last few days, right? I even reposted her now 30 years later after her hit, and I'll tell you what that hit is, but after her hit. But she's getting extra special love, not credit, but extra special love because Beyonce just came out with a new hit called Break My Soul. Now, the song is fire. You can dance to it. The lyrics are amazing. Like, I ain't going to let you break my soul. I'm building a new foundation. But in that bass line of that house song is a song that we know and love all too well. Robin S's Show Me Love. You got to show me love. Show me, baby. Give it to me, give it to me. I'm not a singer, but that is the jam. That will always be the jam. So on my show on Instagram and TikTok, I reposted her. They caught up with her 30 years after her hit, and her son said he was getting tagged and she was trending on social media. And she said, "Why am I trending?" Because everyone knows, even though Beyonce didn't come out and say, "Hey, I sampled Show Me Love," we can hear it. So everyone can hear it. And you know how when you sample something, it's slightly different, but you know what's up. Like she's like Robin S said, the people that know. And but she wasn't contacted. She wasn't credited on the song. But you can hear the Show Me Love bass line and the whole beat. It's just changed up a little bit. And so they caught up with her in the interview, and she said she's honored to be a part of it. And she would love to do a collaboration with Jay-Z or Beyonce. But 30 years after that hit is still hitting. And my kids who are in their 20s know about that song. You know, I always play that song. That's the song that'll get you hyped up, and now Beyonce used it. And I had a conversation back and forth on TikTok, and they were like, well, if she didn't own the rights to the song, then she won't be credited for the song. She won't get money for the song. People were like, forget about the flowers. Give her some cash for doing her song. But that's the thing about the music industry, and especially in Black music. A lot of people are doing a lot of work, but they're not getting the credit that they deserve for the work that they do and the songs that they put out. And that's always a problem. If you watch shows like Unsung or different biographies and on the artists, they'll tell you that they're not really making the money, and they're not a part of the behind the scenes and the business behind the music business. So they have all these popping songs. People love the songs, but they're not making any money. So hopefully Beyonce will at least acknowledge Robin S.'s song, Show Me Love, and say, you know what, that used to be my jam, and that's why I decided to use it. I would love to hear Beyonce say that, because we got to give the flowers where flowers are due, okay? Her, CC Peniston, and Crystal Waters did on Black Girls Rock a few years ago. They did a whole medley. It was Robin S., it was Crystal Waters singing Homeless, and we can put her on there also for a one hit wonder, even though she's had other songs. La da dee da da da, la da dee la da da. Crystal Waters, you know, she's had other songs, but that one, because she said had 100% real love, got to the movement in the front to back. I'm gonna, you know, to the end, 100%. That song. So she had that, but a lot of people know her from Homeless. That was her first song. So they did a whole little trio. They had Robin S. singing Show Me Love. Then they went on to Homeless. And then they ended with my girl, CC Peniston. I've done an underrated on her. So check it out. And she did Finally. So you guys got to check out that whole thing. I think it's on YouTube, here on YouTube. So check it out to see what you think about that. But it's the music that makes you move. All right. Next on my list, I have Sybil. Don't make me over. Y'all remember that? She was like a one-hit wonder. She had that song. She had another hit, another song, but it didn't hit like Don't Make Me Over. And then they had that's a remake song, but they gave it a little up-tempo beat. So Sybil, what happened to Sybil? You know, and we're not talking about Sybil Wilkes from the Tom Joyner Morning Show, all my old heads. Because I remember when she first came on there, I was like, is that the same Sybil? Because she went by Sybil. But no, it's not the same person. But that's the next on my list on the one-hit wonders. All right, I got one for y'all. What about Colonel Abrams? Oh, I'm trapped like a fool. I'm in the cage. I can't get out to see. I'm trapped. Remember that? Remember Colonel Abrams? He had the little high top fade. And he had the oh. Remember him? And then he also had the song, Not Gonna Let You Get the Best of Me. Not Gonna Let. Remember that? So I want to celebrate these artists for Black Music Month, because these are our jams. And when they come on, we're going to dance to them, or we're going to sing to them. We're going to know every single word of the songs. All right. Next up, my Gemini sister. We've connected because we are Geminis. We have talked on social media for over a decade. She and I have been social media friends, jumping in the DM. She was like, "Girl, I saw you on Oprah's network." Like, we holler at each other. We like Gemini powers activate. That is my girl. Who am I talking about? Sunshine Anderson. Come on now. She is still touring right now based off of Heard It All Before. All your sweet talk, baby, this, baby, that. Cause your lies ain't working now. Look who's, come on. I had to shut you down. See, I had to shut you down. Heard it all before. Come on. That is the anthem. Sorry, guys, but I've seen guys sing that too, because you could be told all the heard it all before too. But she is still performing, and she has some type of fire with her. She got a lot of confidence. She be walking out to the stage. Follow her on Instagram. You'll see exactly what I mean. And people are loving that song, embracing that song. On social media, Erica Badu's daughter Puma fell in love with the song. She met them, and they're really supportive of her now. But she had Lunch and Dinner, which was another good song on her. But that Heard It All Before, more than several over 2 decades, that song is still fire, and everybody still is singing that song. Coming home late, it seems you barely beat the sun. Come on. I can't sing, so I'm not gonna bore y'all or not gonna wear your ears out with that. But Heard It All Before. Some might say she's a one-hit wonder, but she's had several, she's had quite a few albums out, and hits in the albums, but not really hits like Heard It All Before, like we're listening to it all of these years later. Next up, my girl Adina Howard. Now, Freak Like Me, some would say in the 90s when that came out, it was very risque. They were like, "What? She got them leather shorts on. She's bent down. She's talking about a freak like me, a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me. I want a roughneck brother who can satisfy me." And people were like, "That is too much for a lady to say. She should not be saying that. That's for the guys to talk with that filth." You would hear that. But it was almost like women's empowerment. Like, hey, why can't I speak like this too? Why can't I sing like this? And she was doing it before others were doing it. Now, we know Millie Jackson and all the people, some of the ones back in the day, but she was one of the ones that came out like that in the 90s, and she's still performing to this day that song. And she had Up and Down. That was a song. That was a good song too. And she has other songs, T-shirts and panties and all of that, and that people like. But that Freak Like Me, that beat comes on. I'll be the freak until the day, until the dawn. That beat that comes out. I remember I was a grown woman. It shows how prudish I was probably back in the day. I'm younger now that I'm 51 than when I was then. I remember I was embarrassed to sing Freak Like Me in front of people because I ain't want them to think, whatever. But it's so funny. And then if my kids were in the car, I definitely was not going to play that. But of course, now they're in their 20s. They've heard it. We can play it in the song in the car. And when you think about it, it's tame compared to what's going on now. It's very tame. Back in the day, it was kind of like risque, like, ooh, but it's really not. She's saying she's a freak. Hey, that's what she is. That's what she is. When I watched her Unsung a few years ago, um, her ex-husband said that song is true and that's how she is. And she said that. I can't get mad at that. That's that lady. She can do her thing. And I love her and I celebrate her for always being authentically her. If that's what she felt and that's what she wrote about, no one else wrote the song about her. It's different if someone else writes a song about you and it doesn't represent you, because I would never do anything like that. But you sing it for it to be a hit. No, that was her. That's how she rolled. And that's it. She still tours today. She got her natural hair. She got braces and she's doing her thing. And she's still performing the song and her voice. Like, people ignored that Adina Howard can actually sing. Like, she has a nice voice. She can sing. So shout out to Adina Howard and Cece Peniston. They both live in Phoenix. They both grew up in some parts of Phoenix and they're close friends. All right. Who else I have? Return of the Mac. Come on now, Mark Morrison. That's everybody's song. When that beat drops and that comes on Return of the Mac, That's a good song. I remember when McDonald's came back, the Big Mac, that did something with it, they were using that. That became a commercial song. Now tell me another song Mark Morrison sings. You probably wouldn't be able to tell me. I know I couldn't tell me. I can look it up and I can tell you, but just off the top of the dome, I wouldn't be able to tell you another Mark Morrison song. I wouldn't. And that's that one hit wonder, but that's the jam, and that will go forever. Return of the Mac. Come on now. That is a classic song. All right. I got my theme song. I remember when I was like in my late 40s, I was like, if I have a party when I'm 50, I'm going to come out to this song because this is the song, you know? What song am I talking about? I'll pause for a minute. What song you think I'm talking about? If I say when I turn 50, it's a one hit wonder song, and I'm going to come out to that song. What song do you think I'm talking about? She's a bad man, Gemma. Hey! Just as fine as she could be. Hey, oh, she's a bad man, pajama. Come on, y'all know. Come on now, Carl Carlson. So we got Mark Morrison and Carl Carlson, but Bad Mama Jamma. Think about that song. That's a classic, right? That's a one hit. And what about Anita Ward? And this is a song I used to sing when I was little. You can ring my bell, ding a ling a ling. Ooh, come on. Ooh. Look, while I'm singing that, this is not on my list. I'm about to give you an exclusive. What's that song? Oh, I know what I just started thinking about, and I didn't put it on my list, and I'm going to tell you right now. One of my favorite songs, and I just thought about that. I don't know why that song made me think about that one. Well, what about the group Secret Weapon? Y'all might not know what group is Secret Weapon, but I guarantee you know the song. Secret Weapon. Must be the music that's turning me on. Come on. Must be the music. That song is about, let me see if they have it on here. That song is 7 minutes and 2 seconds. Y'all remember those songs back then? Flashing lights, moving to the beat, mirror walls and fog at your feet. Come on. I'm just a DJ, baby, mixing for you. I will not stop until this club night is through. Must be the music, must be the music. It's turning me on. Y'all remember that? This is Black History, y'all, and this is Black Music Month, and this show is called Underrated. So I'm celebrating some of the artists that you've never heard from again, or you have, but their first hit was fire, and they couldn't kind of keep up the momentum to keep up with that hit making. They're still artists. They might be still touring right now, but they got that one jam that everybody's going to be up on their feet. So Secret Weapon, Must Be the Music. All right. This is another one, a song that you play every single Friday when you get some money in your pocket. Who am I talking about? Johnny Kemp, Friday night. Just got paid by Johnny Kemp. Y'all know that is the song. And he had a freak accident on his way to the Tom Joyner cruise, and that's when he passed away. But it's just something like, wow, like that song, you know, RIP to him and his family. That was a sad one. I remember when I heard he passed away, it was like he's on his way to perform this song at the Tom Joyner morning cruise, and he passes away right before a freak accident. But that song will always be a classic, and that's a one hit. He was part of the New Jack Swing with Teddy Riley, and Just Got Paid. So everybody that gets paid on Fridays, that song goes through your mind. Just got paid. Friday night, money in the pocket, feeling all right. Come on. All right. Now, one of my favorite one hit wonder songs back in the day, I used to sing it all the time. I didn't live it. Let me be clear. I didn't live it, but I sang the song all the time. It starts off. I see. I can't. I don't have the licensing music. I would love to play how it starts. Somebody else's God. Oh yeah, y'all know how that starts. When she's no music and she does that crescendo, Jocelyn Brown, somebody else's guy. That is the jam, one hit wonder. This Black Music Month, that's a jam for all of us. Somebody else's guy. That day in September, I'm sure you can remember. Come on, after all the stuff hit the fan. Then I realized you didn't have an alibi. Somebody else's guy. Now I don't want nobody else's guy. I don't want nothing of nobody else's. I want my own, right? But that song was a jam. And I think I was like in junior high school. Let me see when that song came out. I think I was in junior high school or something, singing somebody else's guy, but that was a jam. Let me see. Somebody else's guy. What year did that come out? Jocelyn Brown. What year? Come on. 84. I was in the eighth grade singing somebody else's guy. Now, somebody might be watching, like, first of all, I don't know the song. Second of all, I wasn't born until 1986. Somebody. But to all you old heads, y'all know somebody else's guy by Jocelyn Brown. You know the song. That was a jam, and I was blaring it and singing it. Then I realized you're somebody else's guy. Oh, I can't let you go. No, you are the one. She really, when you think about that song, she really wanted somebody else's guy because how she growled that song at the end. Oh, she was serious. She was serious. All right. Now, this is one that shout out to Chaz, DJ Chaz. If you are in the Baltimore area, make sure he DJ'd my 50th birthday. I've worked with him doing the photo booth. Shout out. I'm waiting to get on that photo booth again, Chaz. But he knows his music. And, when we would work together, when we would do events, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, all of that, he would DJ. And if he went to the restroom, then I would get on the wheels and steel. He'd tell me what to do. And I keep the party going till he comes back. So he knows music. So I posted like some people to name their one hit wonders, and he said Rainy Davis, sweetheart. You can be my sweetheart. How that song that actually Jermaine Dupri redid, and everybody thought that that was Jermaine Dupri's song. And he's even with his vegan ice cream, he even has a flavor called Sweetheart after that song. A lot of people don't know. I went to YouTube and people were like, wait a minute. I'm finding out 20 years later that this is not Jermaine Dupri's song. No, it's Rainy Davis. Sweetheart, we can share a storybook romance. Y'all know that song, right? Rainy Davis. All right, Chaz. So yours made the cut. Even I think Deborah McCall said Sir Mix-a-Lot. Y'all know Baby's Got Back. Right. And I guess that is a one hit wonder song because people were singing that, but I don't know no other Sir Mix-a-Lot song. So I wanted to use hers as well. All right. What about something that people say a colloquialism now? Ain't nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. Gwen Guthrie. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Some people say that all the time and they don't even realize that that was a song. And that was a one hit wonder. I don't know where Miss Gwen is. Yes. Yes. I don't know where Miss Gwen is right now, but no romance without finance. I think she might have been on to something, especially when you had that broke kind of love. She probably had that broke kind of love and was like, okay, no romance without finance, because you know how people say if you fall in love with a broke man, you can fall in love with a rich man and vice versa. Because now these men out here talk about ain't nothing going on but the rent. It's a different day than it was up in those 80s. All right, what about Don't Stop the Music? What about Yarbroughs and Peoples? Y'all remember that song, Don't Stop the Music? That was the jam, and a lot of these songs were like that 12-inch song They were going on and on and on for days. You can get your entire life dancing to these songs because they went on forever. Um, Bernard Wright. I have so many. One of my friends, and he passed away in the 80s, but this used to be one of our favorite songs, Joey. And we used to always look at the video to this song. And what about who do you love? Girl, I'm in love with you. Are you for sure? Sure as the sky is blue. Ooh, remember that? Bernard Wright. Who do you love? Um, y'all can maybe you should start playlists and have some of these one hit wonder songs. I have a playlist in my Apple Music with one hit wonders, and some of these songs I have on there, and some of them that I will probably add on there because they're still the jams. And I know a lot of people talk about one hit wonders and what did they do, but some of y'all ain't had no hits. How about that? Some of y'all ain't had no hits. Some of y'all ain't had no record deal. So people can say what they want about one hit wonders, but they still reached a certain plateau that many people never get to see. You know how many singers are out there making music, some people with a deal or not, that can't get a hit? They can't get a hit even if they had a bat. But so people always dog one hit wonders, but they shouldn't because they still had something that many can't get. And some of them are still eating off of those one hits that they had. How about that for Black Music Month? How about that for underrated? What about Shannon? Let the music play. Come on, you won't get away. No, you will be. Come on, no. I had that 12-inch. Let the music play. Shannon, that's called that freestyle music. She was the creator of that. She started. I mean that she was beautiful. She was brown skinned. She had braids. She had her red lips popping. She was doing her thing. And if you look up Shannon right now, she still looks amazing. Let the music play. Come on. And remember that whole beat. I want to sing all of these songs because they are the jams. So I want to look up and see what they say the definition of a one hit wonder is, because we know one hit wonder, we can figure one hit wonder. What is it? That's what I'm going to ask. What do you mean? A one hit wonder is an entity that achieves mainstream popularity, often for only one piece of work, and becomes known among a general public, under the general public, solely from the momentary success. The term is most commonly used in regard to music performers with only one hit single that overshadows their work. So that's what I was saying before. So that it overshadows their work, their other work. So it doesn't mean that they're not still out here grinding. They're not out here still trying to have a hit. It's just one hit popped. And oftentimes people switch up the formula or try to do something different because maybe that hit is not what they wanted to have and they don't want to be put in the box. Maybe they wanted something else and someone led them down a different direction saying, hey, let's try this now or let's do this now. But of course, on this show, it's a 30-minute show. I can't name every single one hit wonder. But I wanted to take the time out to just do the first ones that I thought of. Now, if I did a part 2 to this, which I may, because it's still June, it's still Black Music Month. So if you have some one hit wonders that you like, put them in the comments, whether you're watching Facebook Live or YouTube Live. Put them in the comments. Who are your favorite one hit wonder songs? And maybe I'll spotlight them and maybe I'll try to sing those songs for y'all as well. But Underrated will be here every single week. I think I might air it on Wednesdays. I was doing it Thursdays, but it might be every Wednesday. And with the regular show Underrated, I will spotlight a particular person, not necessarily one hit wonder. Like I said, I did CeCe Peniston. She had several hits. I've done Regina Belle. It's just those artists that maybe they're not the first name that you name, but you know all their songs, or they don't get the credit that where credit is due, but they are amazing artists that can sing. They've been out here in this game, in these streets for many, many years, but they don't get the names like Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, but they're just as good. And then so on and so on with the guys. There you go. Rockwell. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Can't get no privacy. Who sang background for that song? Who sang background for that song? And Rockwell was really Barry Gordy's son, but he changed it to Rockwell because he wanted to make his own splash in the music industry. So he changed the name. But you cut connected to somebody if Michael Jackson is singing the backgrounds to your song. And he was definitely a one-hit wonder. Yep. Yep, Pamela. Absolutely. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson sang the background to that. So there's so many artists that contributed to this music game, especially when it comes to Black music. And I want more people to celebrate June as Black Music Month. Now we got Juneteenth in there. We got another national holiday, my birthday. Oh, this is the first show. Is this the first show I'm doing since I've been 51? Because my birthday was just June 17th. I don't know. But do I look different at 51 than I did at 50 a week ago? But there's so many different artists and so many things going on June. You have Father's Day, you have Juneteenth, you have Black Music Month. A lot of people out there celebrating Pride. There's so many different things going on in June that I think people got lost in the sauce when it comes to Black Music Month, started by Dinah Williams and Kenny Gamble from Gamble and Huff. They decided to start Black Music Month. And I just want to talk about that just quickly as I do this one. Okay. Black Music Appreciation Month is an annual celebration of African American music in the United States. It was initiated as Black Music Month by President Jimmy Carter, who on June 7th, 1979, decreed that June would be Black Music Month. He's not who started it, but he decreed it so everybody can celebrate that. June 7th, 1979, the month-long observation, which was first inducted on June 7th, as I said. But so many people had their hand in pushing it because you already know Jimmy Carter didn't say, let's make June a Black Music Month. He had Black folks urging him and saying, hey, this is what we need to do. Let's celebrate it. And y'all know, let's just keep it real. A lot of those presidents, Democrat or not, they love Motown. They love Black music. They are singing the Temptations. They're doing all of that. So, hey, we need a month. We need a month more than February for Black History Month because we Black all year round. So let's throw in Black Music Month. We can have a Black something in July. We can have a Black something in August. You can have whatever you want. Let's see. Yep. But you know that Black music inspires so many other different genres of music. And we got the talent. We have a lot of music that resonates with us and is played over and over again. We're starting to see our music not just starting because we've been on commercials and mainstream. So I want to celebrate and do my part here on my YouTube channel. Now, if you're watching this from Facebook, thank you. But go over to my YouTube channel, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm growing my page. There's so much content on here, and I want you all to be able to be notified and to see it. I have a triple header today. I have another show live at 6. I'm going to be interviewing actor Lamont Elliott. And then at 7, I have my staple on Thursdays, More Than Just a Movie, where Leroy and I break down classic Black films. So you got to stay here. Stay locked to my YouTube channel all day today. And then I have an amazing interview tomorrow with Blossom Rogers. From under the bridge to under a spotlight. She was homeless, living under a bridge. She was addicted to crack. She lost relationships with her children, and now she's been on the couch of Creflo Dollar. She's in movies now and all of that. So that's tomorrow. So I have a lot going on this YouTube channel. So do me a favor and subscribe. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It means the world to me that you take a moment out to watch all my shenanigans. This channel is all about education, elevation, and entertainment, but it's also to change the narrative of Black people so you can see us in the light that we live in. Because sometimes on the news or social media, you don't see us the way we see us. So this channel is all about celebrating that. But thank y'all so much for tuning into Underrated. Make sure you check Underrated out every single week. I will be on Wednesdays at 6. Wednesdays at 6. So definitely check it out. Until next time, remember, you are a star. Don't allow anyone to dim your shine. Until next time, God bless. Peace. Underrated. One hit wonders. Play some music for me today. God bless y'all.